Hello, and it is beautiful as always to get to join you and talk to you today about how you just can't wait to you can't wait until you're brave in order to be brave. It just doesn't work like that. That's just not the way that the bravery works. And I see this time and time again with my clients when, there's this push and pull of vulnerability and push and pull of visibility, that the more that they stick their neck out, the more they end up retreating and pulling back into themselves and hiding out and finding very reasonable, or so they would say, excuses for not continuing to stick their neck out and not continuing to stay present in their business, in their message, in their movement, in their big mission in their life. Because you cannot wait to be brave in order to be brave. You cannot await for all of a sudden all of this courage to come upon you to make the decision that will change your life. Whether that decision is to totally revitalize your entire business structure, as I just made the other day, whether that decision is to move to Hawaii as I live, or that decision is to become an artist when you are working in a 9-to-5 office every day. You can't wait until one day, I hear that excuse over and over again. One day I'm just going to feel so brave and I'm just going to feel so, secure in my ability to go stick your neck out. That's not really what bravery is it? Bravery is truly doing things which you're highly uncomfortable with, doing things that scare the pants off of you and doing them anyway, and not awaiting the security and the knowing that everything is going to work out because there's evidence. That's not bravery, that's knowing. Bravery is the belief in the unknown. Bravery is the belief that the impossible is going to work out just because you know what you're made out of, and you know that you're going to give it your all, and you know that you're going to keep showing up. But see, what happens is that people go on this roller coaster of this push and pull, of this pendulum swing between being all out there and being fully present and being fully, I'm totally in on my business, I'm totally going to show up, I'm totally going to do all of these things, and then they withdraw and they pull back when they don't get the attention that they desire, they don't get the reflection that they want from other people, or they don't get the likes and comments and all of that stuff. They stop showing up because they see it as, well, people don't like me, or people aren't liking my message, or people don't blah, 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 blah. Bravery is born through consistency as well. Bravery is born through action. Bravery is born through doing something about what it is that you are birthing in this world. It doesn't come about through thinking about it harder. It doesn't come about through wishing that you were braver. It doesn't come about through withdrawing and hiding and tucking your head in and hoping that things will be different tomorrow. Bravery does not come about through being inconsistent and sticking your neck out one day and then poking it back in the next day and then wondering what it is you're made out of and then sticking your head back out and then poking your head back in. Bravery comes from consistently challenging yourself to do the things that are uncomfortable, consistently challenging yourself to own your power, to own your divine power, from consistently challenging yourself to own up to your genius, to your brilliance, to your light, to your luminosity. Because here's the darn tootin' truth. Every single one of us is brave. Every single one of us is brilliant. Every single one of us is a genius. And the only reason that your big movement, your big mission hasn't materialized in the world yet is because you have not allowed yourself the space to this is perhaps a harsh way to put it, but the space to absorb your perceived failures, your perceived fear of other people not approving, your perceived, your fears about other people not liking you, or you not being good enough, or you not being vibrant enough, or that you'll be cast out of the tribe if you dare stick your neck out and keep it out, that it's going to get lopped off like a weed. Well, girlfriend, if you are like a weed and the head gets lopped off, we can grow back again, right? And so we don't look at things when we fall down to mean that we are going to stay down. It is just an example. It is just an opportunity for us to get back up again, for us to continue on this journey, for us to stand up and say, no, I will not demure. I will not shy away from my destiny. I will not sit down and be polite and be well-behaved, the good girl that I was raised to be, the person that was walking on eggshells to make other people happy. I will no longer be this person that you want me to be, because I am here to be me in all of me, and I am no longer willing to be what it is that you expect me to be, because who you expect me to be is keeping me away from my divine mission, from bringing my divine genius into the world, from my true self-expression that will change this world through my presence in it, through my beautiful uniqueness. And I know I keep talking about your greatness, your mission, your movement, your great, your uniqueness. But here's the thing, like, your genius does not lie in being anything other than who you are and what you are. It lies in the relaxation and the relaxing of these expectations and this perfectionistic attitude that you have to be so much more than you are in order to embrace this big destiny. And that's a bunch of bull. What you really need to do is you need to get all of this conditioning out of the way that says you have to be anything other than the divine and unique genius that you are inside of yourself. Because all of that conditioning just sells you short and makes you stick your head back in after you've stuck it back out again, because you are looking for the approval of others. You are looking for the love and adoration and affection and affirmation from others, rather than knowing that it doesn't even matter what other people think, because you are here for a reason. You have something to say that is incredibly important, and you will not be silenced anymore. You will not be polite, and you will not sit down, and you will not sit there and say, this is something that I'm going to keep inside of me because it's more important to keep everyone else around me more comfortable. It's more important to be accepted by this clique and this tribe and this, whatever BS group of people, than to stick my neck out and say the uncomfortable truths and stick my neck out and say, you know what, I'm going to stay with my message. I'm going to stay and write that book that's in me. I'm going to stay and become a famous painter, or whatever it is that's resting on your heart, whatever it is that you know you are here for, because you're so afraid of what everybody else around you thinks. The fear of what everybody else thinks. Everybody thinks they're over this, but honey, you're not. If you're not out there and you're not consistently visible, and you're not consistently living your mission, and you're not completely living the thing that you know you're here for, you are worried about what other people think of you. Plain and simple. I'm a pretty brave and courageous woman. I mean, we all know this, but I am constantly unlayering these fears of what other people think. The prison of wanting this or that person's approval, when no one's approval matters but your own. No one else is going to be there with you on your deathbed saying, oh, thank God you made us all happy, now you can die. No, you're going to be there in essence on your own, facing your maker, saying, did I live my life as fully as I could have? I was watching that movie, The Bucket List, last week again, and they said there's this analogy, and I forget what it was from, where they asked two questions when you die in heaven, and they said, did you bring other people joy, and did you allow joy into your life? Period. And if you didn't, why? Why not? What are you waiting for? What is it that you are holding off for? Tomorrow, till things are, the ducks are in a row, till everything is sorted out, till you've got enough money, till, your hair's gray and you're retired. Why are you waiting to make a difference and live your big mission? And I talk about a big mission in this world because truly, to me, my greatest joy is living a life of meaning and significance. And those are the people I'm speaking to here. If you're not interested in building a life of meaning and significance, I'm not speaking to you. I'm speaking to the people who are saying there's so much more. And I am willing to put my neck out because I want to raise the consciousness of this planet. And I want to make a difference. And I know that I can as soon as I buck up and stop making excuses for why I can't, for why now is not the perfect time to ride the wave of your brilliance, to ride the wave of your courage, to change your life. And you don't have to be courageous all the time. It's not about being courageous all the time. This is from that movie, We Bought a Zoo. I don't know if you've ever seen that movie. I love that movie. Where the father is teaching the son, he's like 13, how to ask girls out. And he said, all you have to do is be courageous for 20 seconds. Just 20 seconds. If you're not used to getting on Facebook Live, and this is a part of what would increase your visibility in your business, all you got to do is be brave enough for those 20 seconds to come up with a title that makes a difference and hit go live. And then the rest is history, girlfriend. The rest is you just speaking your soul and your heart You can't script Facebook Lives. You just have to speak of what's important to you and what makes a difference to your life and to those who you are meant here to serve. And you are brought here to make a difference in their life. And this is the key thing, is you don't have to consistently always be, pushing through your fears. That's not the energy we want to bring. We want a life of flow and ease and joy. It's just about these moments, these 20 seconds of courage, and consistently making and stepping up into these 20 seconds of courage so that you can own your power and so that you stop demuring from your genius in this frickin' world, right? You don't have to shy away from the fact that you're a genius. If it makes you cringe to say I'm a frickin' genius and I've got significant things to bring to this world and I'm going to make a difference and I'm going to change this world for the better, then you got some work to do on your self-esteem and your self-worth and your self-confidence and your divine power on this planet. I want you to know that I have a beautiful mastermind that's all about divine power. And the price of this mastermind is going up by like 40% on Monday. And I made a post about it earlier today, and I want you guys to have the opportunity to jump on board while it's still the price it is, because I'm actually stepping away from my one-on-one work because I am meant to impact millions of lives, and I can't do that one person at a time. That's my big mission. I was just talking to a client earlier today whose big mission was she would prefer to work with 30 people really, really deeply each year. And that is her modality, and that's beautiful. When we stand in our divine power, we are no longer following any templates. We're no longer following any gurus, because we know that the true and only guru lies inside of ourselves. Because if we are wanting to shed our people-pleasing ways, our desire for approval and affirmation, we have to shed the guru model too. Because the guru model looks externally for answers when all the answers lie within you. And that is what owning your divine power is. And that is what standing in your brilliance, in your confidence, in your luminosity, in your big mission, and your ability to change the world is all about, is dropping the notion that anyone else has the answers. It's just empowering you. Wait, where's the camera? You to know that you have the answers and you've had them all along. Just like, I'm talking about movies today, just like in The Wizard of Oz, when, at the end of the movie they say, you've had the ability all along. You have as well. You've had the ability to make millions of dollars. You've had the ability to affect millions of lives. You've had the ability to speak your truth, and you've had the ability to drop the desire for affirmation from other people, and to have somebody tell you you're good enough and to own that you're good enough. You're part of the divine. How could you ever be anything less than good enough? Period. Now, I adore you, and I want you to jump into this mastermind pronto before the price goes up on Monday. And because this is earth-shattering, world-shaking, quaking, moving, motivating stuff where you know that you're worth it with every ounce of you. And it's no more of this hiding, and it's no more of this, I'm not courageous enough, I have to wait to be courageous, I have to wait to be brave. It's no more of this making excuses for why you can't go out there and live the life of your dreams like I am here in Hawaii, or have the business of your dreams, whether that's affecting 1 million people or whether that's affecting 10 people in your community. It doesn't matter. I can't tell you what's right for you. Only you can tell you what's right for you. The guru lives inside of your own skin, girlfriend. And that's the truth. And if anybody tells you otherwise, they are a liar. They are a liar. And I don't abide by liars. So you will always get the truth from me. All right, my dear. I love you. I love you all. And thank you so much for watching this. And yeah, just to be totally transparent, I have a mega zit right there. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, you just got to laugh at yourself, right? We got to bring joy to ourselves and others by being able to laugh even at the silly things in our life, like being 40 and having a big old zit. So if you're just, Tracy, I see you're just tuning in now, go watch this video from the beginning. I think you'll like it. Mwah! Talk to you all soon. Bye.